In previous videos we have completed all the configurations and transactions related to material master, and now we will see what is vendor master. So it is a, see, everyone might be knowing what is meant by vendor. Vendor is nothing but the person who is supplying the material or a service to your company. You call it as a vendor. So vendor, we also call it vendor as a external business partner. So he might be supplying materials or services, and my vendor in the sense, so sometimes external person who is supplying the material also we call vendor, and sometimes one of your plant may be supplying to your plant, so then your plant becomes your vendor. So vendor is nothing but a external business partner who is supplying goods or service to your company. So I will just move on to system and just we will see how the vendor masters looks like and what are the fields there in vendor master. So we will finish off this today, just introduction. So we have transaction called xk01 to create vendor centrally. See, to create vendor, see, similarly like material number, how after creating a material, how the material number will be generated. Similarly here also, when you create a material, one number will be generated. It might be internal or external, and depending upon configuration it will come here. And see, company code and purchase organization are the two important fields in the initial screen. So company code we use for maintaining accounting data details, and purchase organization to maintain purchasing related data. We need this purchasing organization. So account group is used to differentiate vendors depending upon the nature of vendor. You can group the vendors, similar vendors, and assign them a account group. So we will discuss more about this account group. So one by one I will discuss later. Just now I will show you what are the fields and what is the importance of vendor master. You just go through the screens, and in next video we will discuss the remaining things. So we have just I will create one vendor 0 purchase organization. See, you will enter vendor basic details like his vendor name and address and all those things. So vendor address, see, company might be a person or anything. You need to select here, enter. I am giving name as a test vendor. So to a search term we will give some search term. You just see what are the details there. See, search term, after that we have street address, where the exact address of a vendor, postal box and postcode, and the communication details like which language, telephone number, fax, email, data line. These are the basic communication related data. So if you enter this one, these are controlling which are related to accounting. So tax numbers and all those things, VAT registration number, type of business, type of industry, these all comes under accounting actually. So they will enter these details. Here you can see reference data like transportation zone, actual zone, actual QM system means what is the quality system they are maintaining, QM system to see external manufacturer. If If you want to know the details, you can just click the help button. You will see get the details. This is the name or number issued by the manufacturer. This is not on by the R3 system. See, you have these details you can see and study it, and see it is not related to material management. So I also don't have much idea on these things. And whatever the data related to, see, payment transaction, create vendor, payment transaction is there. See, you will enter all the bank details, bank key, bank account number, account holder. So related to bank account, you will enter these details here. And here contact persons, contact person name, telephone number, and all those things you will be entering here. Accounting information like reconciliation account, in the sense it is a GL account. So what is the GL account of this vendor? You will be assigning one GL account to this vendor. This we call as reconciliation account. So I will explain you what is reconciliation account later. I will explain this thing. So just in this video I am giving you the details of overview of how the material master, vendor master looks like. So this cash management group and all those things, accounting information related to accounting. Payment transaction accounting, payment terms will be there. How the vendor is expecting payment from you. So within 14 days 3% of cash. If you make the payment 3%, he is ready to give 3% cash discount. Suppose whatever the some material you have purchased from this vendor, if you make payment within 14 days, he is ready to give 3% cash discount. If you make within 30 days, he will give 2% cash discount. So within 45 days due net you should clear everything. So these are the payment terms for this vendor. So this and all those things you will configure. I'll show you there. So credit memo terms, these are those things. Payment method, cash or check. See, these are those things. Mainly accounting related data. So some of the important things we will see also. I'll discuss also. See the dunning procedure and all those things I will discuss later. Just you see how the material master, vendor masters look like. So order currency, terms of payment. See, same. This is purchasing data, that is accounting data. There also you are entering payment terms. Here also you are entering terms of payment. So each fields have their importance. I will show you once you will come. Incoterms means if it is a you are dealing with foreign customers in the sense, then in that case you need to know this Incoterms. We will discuss this thing. This all the things. This screen is related to purchasing. That is, it is responsibility of MM consultants. So you should be knowing each and every fields in this screen, in this view. The minimum order value for this vendor. If you are if you want to order some material, you need to order at least this much value. Schema group vendor. So this to determine pricing procedure, we will be assigning schema group in vendor. So we will discuss this in when we discuss about automatic account determination, that is pricing procedure. When we go to configure pricing procedure, we will discuss this thing. This pricing data control is there. So on which date you are considering price of a material. Suppose on the day of purchase order, when you create a purchase order, whatever the material rate will be there, that will be finalized. Suppose, or else delivery date, whenever he is delivering the material, at that time what is the material price, that will be finalized. Current date, manual, GR date, whenever goods receipt is made, on that day what is the price of a material, that will be considered. So this thing we'll see later, we will see this thing. So just use the just as of now just try to understand at least some of the things. If you understand, that will be better, and next consequent videos will definitely will be okay. So order optimization risk, this I will show you later. Sales related data, who is the salesperson, account with vendor. So here we have controls, GR controlling data we have here, that is GR based invoice verification, auto evaluation. This everything will have some importance. So we will discuss whenever the situation we will do the configuration for that. We will come here and do such settings for the respective vendor. So we need to decide for each vendor what is whatever these things applicable, we need to decide and then make settings here. So ABC indicator, mode of transport, office entry, this everything will be we will see in later. Shipping conditions. So after control data, you have here material data, planning group, plan delivery time, confirmation control, unit of measure group, rounding profile. These are the very basic. Plan delivery time, what is the plan delivery time? Purchase group, similarly how we were entering in a material master purchasing group, you can enter that material group also here also. Confirmation control, see whether confirmation required after receiving the purchase order or not. Unit of measure group, see it is there in material master also. Price marking agreed, order entry by vendor. So we will see whenever the configuration, whenever the situation arises while doing transaction, I will come here and make settings and there I will explain you. As of now just you focus on just how it is a first class on vendor master. So you will definitely as I told you, so at one stretch if I go field by field you will not understand anything. So that's why you just finish off one round, so then you come and again from starting, you will understand what are the things there in this. So see, material vendor master has been created. This is how you will create vendor master, and these are the main things which are there in vendor master. So vendor master, everything will be controlled based on this accounting group. So similarly as in case of material master, how we had material type, so here we have account group. So depending upon the account group we are classifying vendors. So all the configurations related to, suppose this vendor material number range is there, so field selections will be there. So everything will be depending on this account group we will configure. So account group configuration is very important. So next I will again I will show you. If now I have created one vendor master, right? I will display now nation xk03. If I come here, see in vendor master, when you create a vendor master, there will be three types of data. One is general data, so address, control detail, and payment transaction, contact persons. These are general data. This is relevant to entire client wide. So this data will be available entire client wide, stored at client level. Similarly, company code data, that is accounting related data. Whatever the payment transaction details like account, vendor bank account, and all those things will come under will create at company code level. This data will be stored at company code level. And similarly, purchasing organization data, partner function, it is we have partner functions and all those things, you will see later. But whatever the details created in this views, it will be stored at purchase organization level. So I have one diagram here, see. vendor master, whenever you are going to create vendor master, so general data will be created at client level. So C is the external vendor, so whatever the general data is there, that is created at client level, and accounting data will be stored at company code level, purchasing data will be stored at plant level, in the sense purchasing organization level. So just as of now you keep these things in mind. Next we will see configurations related to vendor master.